Baby girl.
What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Jordan.
I'm Christina.
And today we are going to be doing a Get High with Us
Motherfuckers.
while telling you guys some of our most embarrassing stories while we were high, like in our early days smoking, you know, so like high school times. So, all right, Christina, take it away.
Okay.
Tell us one of your high embarrassing stories.
This is like pretty embarrassing because like by this time I was already smoking, you know. I was like not every day, but like on occasions that we were all linking.
Okay, set the mood. How old were you?
Okay.
What was the
So,
scene?
I was at a Ukrainian festival. It like happens every year and like whatever. So obviously like not just Ukrainian people pull up, like it's
I've been there too.
Non-Ukrainians pull up as well. Like, you know, everyone from our high school that like was friends with the Yuki group, like they pulled up. And this place.
So wait, how old were you?
16, 17?
What grade?
12, I think.
12, you would have been like, oh yeah, 17.
17. Yeah, so I pull up to this hill because it's like Centennial's like down here, and then there's like this huge hill, and like everyone goes up to the hill.
It's
and
a
they
ski hill in the winter time.
Yeah, but everybody chills there when I don't know, during the Yuki festival everybody chills on the hill, okay? So
everyone drinks and smokes on the hill.
And fucks on the hill apparently. So basically what had happened was we were hitting bowls. What is this guy doing?
Reckless. Okay, keep it moving.
Anyways, so what had happened was we were just hitting bowls, like we were hitting a bong or whatever, and it comes to be my turn. So I sit beside my two guy friends, and they pack me the bowl because like back then I would never pack my own bowls or light it myself because like I guess I just didn't know what the fuck to do, and everyone
I didn't either.
So,
I didn't know how.
So they pack it for me and whatever, and they're like, okay, and they're like trying to like teach me how to like hit it properly. Not that it was my first time hitting a bong or anything, but I'm pulling on the biz, whatever, and they're like, just don't cough into the bong. And as soon as they said don't cough into the bong, my lungs couldn't take it anymore, and I blew into the bong. I like and then the water from the bong comes out and goes everywhere on the two guys, and like bong water is nasty, so they weren't too happy about that, and I felt really embarrassed because I felt like
that happened to me one time.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Someone was lighting my bowl for me, and like exact same words said don't cough into the bong, and as soon as I heard that I was like, oh fuck, I need to cough, and I coughed into the bong, and then the water went all over the person, and I was just like
yeah, that was embarrassing because like it wasn't just us three. There was like a whole circle of people around us waiting to hit that bong, so I feel like I killed the mood by spitting that bong water on those two.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's my little story.
Yeah, so what else could we say? One time
you should say the story of, I didn't even know Jordan yet, but I heard this story without even knowing her in high school because it was circling our high school that you greened out.
Yeah, okay, so this was also embarrassing, and I didn't even green out, which was the most embarrassing part about it. Like, anyways, so it was my first time hitting a bong, and like, I was like also new to smoking, you know, so I
set the scene. How old were you? Where were you?
I was in high school. I was either in grade 11 or 12, I can't remember. Might have been grade 11 still. Anyways, it was my first time hitting bong, and I got like so high. Like, the people who packed it for me packed a popper.
If anyone doesn't know what a popper is,
it's like in the bong, like in the bowl piece, it would be like tobacco and then weed on top of it. And so that got me hella fucked up. I like blacked out walking back to school. This was at lunchtime. I blacked out walking back to school, and I was like so high. I was like green, but like I didn't green out. Like I was just like pale and like looked ill because like I was so fucking high. And I'm sitting in the cafeteria, and then next thing I know, like, everyone starts saying, oh, Jordan greened out, blah, 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 blah. And then my little sister, who's, like, a couple years younger than us, I don't know how she heard about it. I'm like, why is everyone saying... I heard
about it, and I didn't even...
Yeah, but we were in the same grade. Like, she was 2 years younger than us, and I'm like, how did she hear this? Like, everyone's fucking talking shit.
The whole school was literally talking about the fact that Jordan greened out in the cafeteria, is what I heard.
Yeah, and that didn't happen. I never greened out.
Greening out is when you throw up, and she didn't throw up. She just felt really sick. So
I just was like,
get your facts
not
straight.
Right. Like, I looked like I was going to throw up, but I did not throw up. So
was that embarrassing for you?
That was hella embarrassing, yeah.
So another funny story time where honestly, this is a story time where I hit my first and only popper. And I will never do that again. But I was also in high school, probably like 17 or 18, I don't remember. And we were just chilling.
We were not 18 in high school because we have late birthdays.
Oh yeah, so 17. And we were chilling at a school, and it was like nighttime, and we had a bong with us. We were hitting bowls or whatever, but I have not yet hit the bowl. I have not yet hit the bong. And my ex best friend was giving me, like, he hit a bowl and then he couldn't finish it, and I thought it was a green bowl, so I thought it was only marijuana in there, but it can't, like, it was a
popper.
It was a popper. So
sorry, side note, I don't know if you guys know, but like, you're not supposed to hit like the dead smoke of the popper. So once you light it, you have to clear it all. Like, if there's smoke left in the bong, you shouldn't like pull it through. You know what I mean?
But I thought it was a green bowl, and you could do that with green bowls. Like, you could just clear it after, like, if you don't hit it. So I was like, yo, just pass it to me, which he did. He should have told me it was a popper, because he knows I don't hit poppers. But anyways, so that was like my first time hitting it, and like I took all his dead smoke. And when I'm telling you, when I hit it, I'm sitting there and my head is spinning. Like, I feel like shit, like complete ass. And then we get picked up by our other friends, and my head feels like shit. Like, I'm laying down, like I feel like I want to throw up. And then we get brought to a shisha bar. Like, we get picked up and taken to a shisha bar, and we're sitting in the shisha bar, and like all this smoke is around me, and I'm already so fucking nauseous. Like, it did not go away, that I literally had to get up, run to the washroom, and puked everywhere in the shisha bar bathroom. So that was, I wouldn't say that was embarrassing, because like no one really saw me, but like I felt like shit that whole night. So
I mean, like, it's not per se embarrassing, but like,
looking back at it now, it was just like,
what were you thinking? So, my next story, I was in grade 12, and I was smoking on, like, lunchtime, and I was smoking with someone who was in my next period class, like, my third period class, and then, right when it was time for us to, like, go to class, they were like, no, I'm not coming, and then, I was like, well, fuck my life. Now I'm really high by myself and I have to go to class. So I went to class, and I was taking, I don't know if I was like sleeping or like something, but I was like really, really, really high. And obviously, like, when I first started smoking, my eyes used to get so red and like, yeah, so you could really tell I was high. And my teacher called me outside the classroom. They're like, Jordan, can I talk to you outside real quick? I'm like, fuck, sure. And then he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. He's like, are you high? I'm like, sir, like, I don't know, like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, what the fuck? And then he's like, just go take a little walk, drink some water, recoup, and come back. I'm like, okay. I even took my nice little walk. I got less high, and I was like, time for class. Yeah, that one was only embarrassing because my teacher fully knew I was fucking high, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because they fully know I'm high. So that was that.
Oh my god, I have one with a teacher as well. I was going to English class, and I got so zooked because my whole class was like all the kids that smoked. Like, my English class was literally so many like people that would sesh. So that English class is also the one that I constantly started like coming too high in
Because
school.
isn't that when we started chilling as well? And we had the same lunch.
Yeah.
And I was so happy because we started becoming friends, and I didn't have any friends that had that lunch. So I was like, thank God, now I have a friend who has lunch with me.
Yeah. So whatever, I go to English class, and like we're all reading a book, and like I'm sitting there, and I guess like my teacher was looking at me because like I didn't notice, but I was just like, I was staring at the wall, and I guess I was in my thoughts because I wasn't paying attention, obviously. And then I'm just like going like this, and then he like looked at me, and he came up to me. He's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Did you hang out with blank?"
Bro, that's
lunch?
what my teacher said that
He's
to
like,
me too.
"Did you hang out with blank?"
I'm like
the
no.
kid that he would think would smoke. He's like, "Did you hang out with blank at lunch?" And he's like, he's like, "Your eyes look a little red," or some shit like that, telling me that, like, he literally kept asking me, like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Do you need to go for a walk?" or something. Like, he just, like, I don't know, he was a really nice teacher, but, like...
Yeah, so was mine. He was like, "Go for a walk, whatever." I'm like, "Thank you." Yeah, he literally said that to me too. He's like, "Did you hang out with this person?" I'm like, "No." Like, what are you asking me that for?
Like, looking back at it, like, honestly, I wasn't even that bad. Kids were coming to class on Xanax and Molly.
Yeah, so...
I had, like, people in my gym class come, and they were younger than me, and they came on Xanax to gym. I don't know how they
That's
fucking...
retarded.
Yeah, some girl came on Xans, and then, like, some guy came to my English class on Molly, and we had a supply that day, and... he's just sitting there, and he looks fucking like hell, bro. Like, he does not look like he feels good at all. Like, at all.
What would make you think that that's a good idea to go to school?
Dog, he
on
looked
Molly?
so sick. Like, he even had his head down, and I'm like, how do you have your head down with Molly? And then the supply teacher comes in, she's like, "Do you need to go to the office?" And then everyone's like, that's the last fucking place he needs to go. Like...
I don't know if I have any more stories that would be considered as embarrassing.
Oh my God, one time when I was 15 probably, I was seshing at the park with like some friends, and my mom and sister, my little sister, were on a walk, and we were actually smoking out of an apple. Yeah, that was a thing. And so my mom and my little sister were on a walk, and they saw us all standing at the park, like, huddled up. And I, like, see her, and I'm like, oh my God. And, like, she's calling me to come to her. And I'm like, because I, like, back then, I was tripping, bro. And my little sister was, like, little. Like, she was little. And, like...
Yeah, she was little then.
And I ran to her, and I'm just like, "Hi, we're just chilling, okay, bye." And I, like, ran back to them. And, like, yeah, she didn't suspect anything.
Don't kill me. Yeah, your mom didn't find out you smoked for a long time.
Yep.
I was always getting caught smoking. Ugh.
Because I would always blame it on my guy friend, and...
One time my dog opted me out, bro. I fucking had candies in my front pocket, and I had, like, weed and some stuff. My dog smelled the candy and was like trying to get into my bag, and my parents, or like my mom was, or dad, I can't remember, were walking by my bag when my dog was trying to get into it. So I guess they thought there was food, like a lunch or something left in there, so they opened it and boom, found bare fucking, oh my God, found bare weed. I had a lot of weed too. For like that time, I had like I had like a quarter, and like I was like young at that time. I was like, oh my God, this is so much weed.
One time when me and Jordan were like, we were done high school by now, but like we had a bong, and Jordan,
yeah, we would buy bongs together because we were like, we're always together anyways.
We didn't need two bongs.
We didn't need two bongs, like, anyways. So yeah, I was holding it, and I think we were at a rave or something for the weekend.
Yeah, we were gone for the weekend, and Jordan left her bong at home.
And my sister put it in her room. And then...
For some reason, Taylor put it in her room, yeah.
And then my parents found it
and then
in my sister's room. And they took it and all the weed that was with it and everything.
But we ended up getting it back. months
after a
and
while,
months and
we got
months
it back.
later, we got it back.
I was like, yo, like I'm an adult now.
Oh my god, one time, well, this wasn't really embarrassing, but remember when the police officer pulled up to us and then when we're rolling, like Jordan's in the middle of rolling and like we get a knock on the window and it's a police officer staring at us like that.
Like,
but
holy
he was
shit.
sick as fuck. We actually vlogged the whole thing. Link will be down below. But yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, that's all I could think of right now.
Yeah, that's about it for me. I'm sure I have other embarrassing moments, but like I can't think of it right now, so. And I don't really get embarrassed easily. I feel like I'll think it's funny with you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Go follow our Instagrams. They're gonna be linked down below.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Baby girl, all these pretty